right. All right. I think I'm running a little bit early. I think. So, let's see. Yeah, I can. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Let me know when anybody gets on. Like I said, I think I'm running a little bit early, which is sort of unusual for me. Usually I'm the late guy. But Merry Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas Eve to everyone. It's good to see everyone. Okay. Let's see. Let me tag some folks right quick. See if I can get some folks on. See how we're doing. I hope everybody's been having a wonderful and a safe holiday season. I wish I could say that everybody has had one, but unfortunately, in the climate, political climate, social climate that we live in, educational climate that we live in, you just can't expect for our days to really be good, for them to be filled with joy and all of the good things that come with being in the world, things that we should be able to expect, like safety and peace and prosperity. It's unfortunate that no matter what holiday season, those things seem to be eluding us. So I'm going to give everybody a few more minutes, those that want to get on, a few more minutes to get on, while I keep on tagging a few people. Yeah. Again, happy Christmas Eve to one and all. I know that if you're tuning in, and that more than likely you're someone that's near and dear to my heart, a friend, as I would call him, family, even closer. So it's good to see everybody on. Merry Christmas, one and all. So I think I'm going to stop tagging. I think that's enough for right now. Yeah. Okay. Okay, great. Great. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, there's some folks there. Good evening. Yvonne and Sean and Robert. Anita, good to see you. I think I responded to a comment that you made earlier that I need to return a phone call. Please forgive me. It's slipped my mind and my time, but I'll get there soon. But until then, please accept my humble Merry Christmas at this time. Yeah. It's amazing the work that we put in early on together. That you were such a big contributor to all along. Because the coalition's been around a long time. How you helped in the original election of our District 42 senator, boots on the ground, and was part of the coalition movement early on. Shanalia, Merry Christmas to you and yours. Yes. I really miss you, sister. That's for sure. But no matter where you are, my heart is. Okay. I hope Izan is well. I know he is. My love to him also. Sure. Growing. Where the young children that were at once with us? They're grown now. They're growing so swiftly. It's truly amazing. So I'm not going to. It's so good. Kathy, how are you doing? Good to see you. My niece, number one niece, Trisha. Okay. Jesse Williams, I'm still, hey Jess, I've seen you out and about in District 6 and elsewhere, school board meetings and everything since the election in November. But guess who I haven't seen in the community since she won that election again? Yeah, Dorothy Williams. Okay, but this conversation tonight is not going to be about all of that. Okay, it's another level. It's a whole nother level of conversation, and I'm going to try to keep this short, 10 to 15 minutes at the most. And I think I just used about 5 probably. I want to start out by thanking everybody for all of the support that you've been, especially over the last few weeks as we've approached the Christmas holiday. There's been some challenges that came up where the family that we call community has needed help, and you all collectively have stepped up to the plate and made sure that where people were hurting, that they got the love and the care and the concern and the financial help that was necessary in order to get them from one point to another, to move them ahead. And that's what community is all about. That's what love for fellow man is all about. Many of you have been, everybody, as a matter of fact, everybody on here, the support that you've given throughout the year has just been amazing and fantastic. I get overwhelmed much when I think about the goodness and the grace that each one of you has shown over the years, and during this year, during the troubled times and the hard times and the good times. And I appreciate you all so very much. We're going to keep pressing forward, though. We're going to keep pressing forward. The advances that we had hoped for this year did not come to pass, but everything is about seasons. This was not the season for the advancements to the place where I sought to be at. But that doesn't mean that the vision or the mission is deterred in the slightest. No. The issues that we faced going into the election this year are the same issues that are on the table right now. We just don't have that position that I wanted to have in order to make it easier to fight the battle. But the battle still has to be fought. So we man up, we put our boots on the ground, man up and woman up, and put our boots on the ground, and we fight. We fight in all of those areas that need to be where we need to fight at. And why do we do this? That's the question. Why do we do this? Faye, what's going on? All right, my good brother Elvin, good to see you, for sure. Why do we fight? We fight because of one simple reason. Because we love. Because we love others. You see, those who don't fight for quality public education for all children, for health care for all, to end gun violence, to get people paid a wage that's commensurate with 2019 and not 2027. Those who fight to make life better for people do so because they love people. It's just that simple. It's a love thing. And as we enter into this season, as we've been in this season, the Christmas season, I never can marvel enough to see the outpouring of love that happens during this season. When we look at how people step up in late November, and December, leading on up to Christmas, people who throughout the year don't normally go out of their way to help, during this season, they step up and they help. It's amazing. It's amazing. They buy things, they give things, they go to events where they're feeding the hungry and things of that sort. People who don't normally, do these things. It's something about this season that brings out the good in people, even the worst people, because there is the other side. The saying goes that art imitates life. So when we look at art, when we look at movies like The Christmas Carol, and it has a character called Scrooge in it, or the story of the Grinch, right? And the Grinch is the bad guy in it who sort of hates helping people and everything. Art imitates life. There are real life people whose lives are bent on not loving other people. Sometimes they are willfully doing so. Other times they don't even know they're nasty. They don't even realize it. Those are the people that we fight against all year long. The Grinches. Then they make themselves feel good right around Christmas time. the Scrooges. They make themselves feel good around Christmas time. Hopefully after the first of the year, after this season, maybe in this season, that the Grinches and the Scrooges that we encounter, on the social justice field, hopefully they'll get touched this year. And when the season for school starts back up, and the lobbying at the State House and everything starts back up, and we go to Fight for 15 and all these other things that maybe because of what's happened in this season in 2019, maybe those hearts will be touched and real love will be inside of them and they'll be transformed, just as in the case of Scrooge, who at the end of the movie comes around to understanding that it's not about him, but about how he could actually affect others in a positive way. Hopefully, those same Scrooges and Grinches that we deal with all year long will come to that realization this year and make that change. But if they don't, we still got to fight. We still got to fight. And this conversation is really about, though, the goodness that we see in people right now. It's a goodness that transcends all of the issues that we fight. It transcends race. It transcends education. It transcends economic level. It transcends religion. The goodness, it transcends politics. Because at this one time of year, all of those different groups with the different varying people, the boundaries that folks set up in their lives, those boundaries are torn down and people step across the boundaries, across the aisle, in order to try to show love for one another. Even if but for a short moment. Even if but for a short moment. We need to find a way to bottle that up, people. We need to find a way to bottle the Christmas season so that we can take a little sip out of it in January, February, March, April, May, June, and throughout the entire year. Because if we did that, we would run all of the Scrooges and the Grinches slap out of the world we have today and create a real world where people are respected and that everybody has an opportunity in America to live out the American dream. Why? Because everybody in America would begin to love one another. Not just at Christmas time. I know the song that the Jackson 5 sang, "Give Love at Christmas Time." Okay, no. Give love every day of the year. 365 days of the year, give love. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I'm just hoping that as we move forward, that maybe some of those that could be changed would be changed. That hearts will be touched. I'm sitting here tonight, it's Christmas Eve. I'm out on my back porch right now. Y'all might have heard the air conditioner come on. But I'm surrounded. I have my wife is home, which there's some Christmases where she has to work Christmas Eve. My children, my son and his wife are here, along with our two grandsons, Benjamin and Brody. They're both here. Yeah, Brody's the new guy. He's the little bitty guy. Our daughter and her husband, Jasmine and Shah, they're here, along with Brooklyn. Brooklyn's in the house. And I just have an opportunity tonight, in spite of all of the troubles, because we've all been watching the media, and we hear about the violence that's going on and know about all of the troubles in the world right now. But just right now, for this moment, to be surrounded by family, embraced by family, for me, it's really a good time. And then to be on this live and see so many people that I've worked with over the years. Felicia, Dr. Johnson, thank you all so much. So many people, good people that I've worked with over the years. People who love so hard that they will fight for others. It does my heart good. It does my soul good. And to me, that's the story of Christmas, people. That is the story of Christmas. It's a story that draws out the good in people, that won't let evil prevail. It's a story that transforms a Grinch or a Scrooge into somebody or something that loves others. Folks, we are the change agents that can bring that power. You know, there are many people, even though, and I hate to say it though, drawing good people, at times it also draws bad out of people. There are some people who get mad because of good people. And they do everything that they can to discredit them. Scrooges, Grinches, whatever you want to call them. Gina, what's going on? Merry Christmas. But as I said, I'm not going to prolong this live tonight. It's going to be short. And the message is a simple one. The message is that we need to really continue for those on this live, because I know the love that's here in this live right now. I know the love that's within my household right now. But we need to make sure that we're continuing to push the love needle further. Because the more that we push the needle further in the area of love, the more we shrink the needle governing hate. It's reciprocal. The more we increase love, the less we will see hate. So it's on us, each one of us, starting in our own homes, in our own communities, but also in the board meetings, in the council meetings, in the general assemblies, in our Congress, at the polls. We show just how much we love others by how we go to the polls. That's right, by going to vote. People who don't care don't vote. But people who love others will go vote. So, as we move forward, 2020 is right around the corner. We're 7 days away. 2019 had its highs and its lows. And I don't know whether we moved the needle much in 2019. But no matter how the needle moved in 2019, we have the ability going into 2020 to peg the needle out on the good end. As much as it depends on you and I to do so. What are we going to do? That's the question. I know what I'm going to do. I've decided what I'm going to do. I've decided that I will fight in order to make sure that love is the order of the day. Seems like a contradiction in terms. I will fight to make sure that love is the order of the day. But y'all know what I'm talking about. And I'm just asking each and every one of you all to join me. Join me. Let's not try to do this on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Okay, we need those vehicles also. We need those. But we need boots on the ground too. And we need boots on the ground in the varying areas where each one of you are all qualified. Some can only write. Others can get in the streets. Some have to work and can attend a specific meeting. Well, those who are able to do so need to be at the meetings. Okay? So we're going to hear more moving forward. I just want to close and talk about briefly. Hopefully everybody will come out to the coalition rally on Martin Luther King Day, January 20th. It's right after the YWCA parade. It's going to be in Marion Square, and we'll start right around 1:30 or so. You don't have to necessarily go to the parade, but I would suggest go to the parade also and then come over to Marion Square for the rally afterward. A couple of confirmations already we have as far as what Damon Fordham is going to speak, Professor Damon Fordham. We're going to do a tribute to Esau Jenkins, the Low Country's equivalent of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Esau and his wife Janie. The family will be there. April Lott will be speaking on labor. The Fight for 15 will be there. I'm working on, I need one of them hardcore folks that's going to deal with education. So I'm still looking. But all of our political campaigns for 2020 are invited out. You can table. There's no fee for tabling. Anybody that wants to come and table can table. The only thing I've got to find out though is can sales be made? Okay, I just have to double check. I'll do that as soon as I can get through to the permits people. to find out about sales. But yes, tabling, it's the coalition. We don't run around begging people for money and $25 to be a part of what we do, or we got vendor tables set up. No, we want people to promote themselves and whatever their business is. Even if their business is running for office, we want to make sure that folks have an opportunity to get their names out and to confront the people, to talk to the people. Not hide from the people, but talk to the people, for sure. And we're going to do everything that we can to do that. So folks, in closing, again, words cannot express the gift that you all have given me, not only in this year or this season, but over the years that I've been involved in advocacy for the community. Words cannot express. You all are some of the most amazing people. So I just encourage you tonight, when you look in the mirror, just give yourself a round of applause, because I definitely do. And anytime I think about you all are amazing. There's so many social justice advocates on this live right now. That's enough to change the world. All different fields right here. All different fields. Everything from dealing with the homeless, to media people, to merchandisers, to those that are dealing with education, those that are dealing with wages, those that are dealing with gun violence. Everybody's on this feed right now. We have the ability to change the world with those, and I'm so proud and so happy, because that's the gift that you all give me, and it's the gift that keeps on giving, as they say. I thank you all so much. I want to wish everybody a very, very Merry Christmas. If you don't say Christmas, that's all right with me. That's your business, according to my persuasion. And I'm not talking about from the religious perspective tonight, but I say Christmas because that's what my religious persuasion. But to each his own, to you be your way and to me be mine. We have to learn to respect one another and the differences that we possess, and those differences do not make us enemies. As a matter of fact, the more we embrace the differences that we have, the better that we'll be at getting along with one another and breaking down the barriers that separate us. So, Merry Christmas, everyone. I'll have another live before the new year, unless something happens where it has to be an emergency live, but definitely another one around New Year's Eve or so. Take care. Be safe. Hug somebody tonight. Hug them babies, okay? And on the baby's end, okay? And this is a personal thing, okay? But I decided a long time ago, when my children were young, and they have their children now, to let them believe the fantasies now. Let them believe the fantasies, okay? We have parents now that we rush to tell them, this about Santa, that about Santa, No. I would actually encourage folks, and I've done it in my household, to let the children believe the fantasies now, because it's going to be soon enough that they run into the realities of this world. So as long as they have a chance to think about a utopian place, let them do that when they're that little. Don't take that from them. Let them be able to have an imagination and a fantasy, because the world's going to take that from them eventually, and we all know that. Of course, as they get older, tell them the truth, but when they're little, and let them believe. My personal opinion. I love you all, and as we say with the Angel Alliance, there ain't nothing you can do about that. I love you. Y'all take care. Merry Christmas, one and all, and we'll talk soon. If you got issues though, still my phone is on. Holla at your boy. I love y'all. Peace. Merry Christmas.